7th of November 1965.
I walked and walked and What did I see? I saw a little puppy and he saw me. Little puppy runs. Is it me? To me. Is it me?
Got one right. So how am I to know whether
To know
it's
what?
whether it's no good?
Well, I haven't had time to read it.
Why don't you read it now?
I was doing reading with Roger.
He runs to
Might as well do
me.
it again if you're going
No, never.
But I haven't even had time
to
to
read
read.
it now, then.
Well, I can't
walked
read
and walked.
Roger's and read his at the same
The
time.
jammiest thing
Look,
happened.
that's the
I was
same
doing the
word.
second sum.
Yeah.
I've done it and
Word.
checked it about 3 times.
Same
Yeah.
word, this will be all right.
And what?
Right.
Don't
Now,
be-
I hadn't done the second
So
sum.
we hadn't done it yet.
I couldn't do it, and I had a guess. I guessed 5 miles, and I turned and looked at the answer, and it was right.
So you took a mark for it. So that's the one you got right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
it was
see.
still right. It was a
Hey,
good guess.
Yes, but you won't get a mark in your exam for guessing.
Who doesn't know that?
They must see the working out. So you got neither of them right then.
Got one right.
The one that you guessed. Well, I don't count that right. I count that's ridiculous.
It was a lucky guess. So,
You got neither of them right then. No.
so tonight's sums, they've got one right.
Have a carrot. Say, have a carrot.
Shall we start reading, Jack? Jack.
And walked. Not the next. And
What?
did I see? I saw little puppy and he saw me. Little puppy runs, he runs to me. I walked and walked and me. What did I see? I saw little kittens. 1, 2, 3. Can you
Here.
hear? I too said, can hear to me. I walked and walked and what did I see? I saw John and John saw me. Can and play, he said. Can and play this with me. Well, can we do it now? Can we... Just these 2 pages. I walked and walked and what did I see? I saw Mother. Mother saw me. Can home. Can you come home? Come home, she said. Come home this
With?
with me.
Now one more page.
That's page, Mr. Page 10. John said, I like big trains. I like little train. I can see a big train. I like to what? Ride in trains.
The 2nd of January 1966. Would you tell Mommy I want her, Roger? And don't jump on the floor.
Do you follow me?
Don't jump on the floor. Just sit down and talk to Daddy nicely.
Can I talk in the thing?
Would you like to come to bed with
No, to
Daddy?
talk in the thing, no.
No, it's not going. Come on.
No, not going.
Well, now I'll tell you a nice story. Remember?
Yes.
Do you remember all about
Now
it?
then.
Why do you want me to come in
Because
here?
I'm going to sit down. I'm ever so tired. Come on. Jack, could you move over to sit there now and I'll help
I'm not going to sit beside him.
No. All right. Well, sit there. You sit beside me. Come on.
I hate him, he's a nuisance.
All right.
What have I got to do?
You don't let Roger upset John now when he's riding.
Enough of him. For once.
Thank you for the smashing gramophone which you gave me for Christmas. Yes. Come on now.
Smashing
I
ground.
thought there was a... I'll thank Roger for him telling he said me he won't let us play with
Story, will you?
Christmas. Here. Thank you too. T-O-O for the Bagatelle, B-E-G-A-T-E-L-L, for the Bagatelle game, now neatly, which
I know what to put.
which Roger received.
Which Roger sent me and he will
No,
not
which,
let
no,
us
come
play
on.
with.
Come on, which Roger received. Come on. R-E, you know how to spell received. R-E-C-E-V.
I-V-E-D.
Yes, sorry, my fault. Right, full stop.
Comma. And I'll put he will not let us play with it.
But, oh no, it wasn't. But he will not.
He is mean.
No, don't say he's mean. But he will not. Not let Billy
Oh, me.
play with it. Come on. Oh. Full stop. I had many. Come on, I had many.
Oh.
I had many lovely presents.
Today?
S-E-N-T-S. I hope you had too. I had many lovely S on it. Presents.
Presents. And
Right.
here are a few of them I'll do.
No, 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 no.
Yes.
All right.
R-E, is it?
Yes. Now, a line to tell you that they're coming. Put a line. No, a long line, a long line.
Oh,
Now, what did you get?
a bell.
Books. Come on, just a few books. A telephone.
Not a sweet.
Crackers.
Oh,
Puppet. A puppet.
puppets.
Mm-hmm. P-U-P-P-E-T-S.
Puppets. Uh,
Smashing. Set, yes.
oh, telegrams. Nothing on the back of that. Is that a new thing?
No, no. Smashing set. Oh, here. Telephones. That'll be enough.
No.
Oh, John, as well. That's enough.
We're going to say a couple of the things.
That's enough. A torch
No.
and many others. Come on, that'll do.
Oh, all right.
That's a nice many. And many others. S, full stop.
Many others things.
Many others. Now, full stop. I hope you can say about Auntie Kathleen, I hope you had...
Oh,
I hope...
I can't see very well with those lights today.
I know.
Made my eyes go all blurred and funny.
Do you want me?
No,
And
Jack.
that's the last time I'm taking pictures.
What?
My eyes have gone all blurred when I look at anything because of
Here's
those
your Oscar,
lights.
Billy.
He's not in your Australia.
Well, I have. That's the last time I'm taking pictures. You're taking pictures of me with those things.
I hope you had... and got...
You shouldn't put it. You shouldn't
God.
put God.
No, I hope you had a happy gift and received.
And had.
No, and received.
Had.
No, received. And received many gifts. Right, full stop. But what are you saying now?
You will.
I hope you and Uncle
You.
and Uncle Michael. Come
And
on.
I put you and your family.
No, you and Uncle Michael. Capital U. M-I-C-H-A-A-E-L.
There.
Give me this.
Don't change colour either.
You and Uncle Michael.
And the children.
No, and you could mention their names, if you wish.
No, I'm the children.
You and Uncle... No, you don't talk about... Carol's not a child. You and Uncle Michael.
Comma. Rory.
Capital R-O-R-Y.
Nula. How do you spell it?
SHEENA. It's on the office. Rory, Sheena, Carol, capital C, A-R-O-N, comma, and Nula, and capital N, U,
Oh.
U, A, L, A.
Had
No, will have, and I hope you will have.
Nula.
Nula will have. Neatly now, neatly. You're going off the line.
Can't
Will
say
have.
it.
Very,
Where is the line?
very. Happy. 1966. Love. On new line, yes. Love. Nice read it over to me.
Dear Auntie Kathleen, thank you very much for the smashing gramophone records which you gave me for Christmas. Thank you too for the bagatelle game which Roger received, but he will not let Billy or me play with it. I had many lovely presents, and here are a few of them. Line. A bell, some books, a lot of puppets, sweets, smashing set of telephones, a torch, and many other things. I hope you had a happy Christmas and received many gifts. I hope you, Uncle Michael, Rory, Sheena, Carol, and Nula will have a very happy 1966.
Oh, here's next.
John.
Come on.
No more, no! You just said one letter.
I didn't say one letter.
Well, I'm only doing
Ah,
one.
poor old gal.
Oh, no!
Another thing is that you have to write. You could tell her that you're writing to what's his name, Peter, and to say that you've received the present. Come on now.
Which is no good, really.
Oh no, John, you haven't tried it. Come on now. There's old Shamrock. Come on now. You can write better from that side.
Can rattle.
Now write it all by yourself nicely.
No, I'm not going to. I don't want to write anymore.
Just this one, and then that'll do. Come on.
Can't even see the line with that light. The last time I'm ever taking.
Do you ever argue with me? Do you?
Well, it is the last time.
Why do you
I'm
argue with me?
bled.
Why do you?
I'm not arguing, but it just said my eyes have gone all bled. Oh, are you all right?
Are you?
Oh, flipping heck. Damn, look, my eyes feel still. Can I have something for them?
What, like?
Oh, glasses.
The only glasses now you want. Well, the only thing that I can recommend for bad eyes is cold tea.
Why?
Well, it's supposed to be very good. You let the tea get cold, and then you dab it on with some cotton wool. Daddy says it's an old wives' tale, but you know what Daddy is.
I know what you are.
Why? Would you not try that?
No,
I used to try that when I was a little girl if I got a little speck in my eye. Or else give your nose a real good hard blow.
Here's a lot.
Maybe it's due to a lack of sleep.
I'm going to tell Daddy about it.
And what did he do?
He's complaining about me keeping my eyes shut all the time.
When?
And he said he wondered.
Why are you keeping them? When does he say you're keeping your eyes closed?
When they were having those films, it was always going like this, and so was Roger.
Poor Roger.
Oh, I don't care for that pest. What's with you now?
Well, you're telling me you don't care for me either. You shouldn't be destroying. That's one of the nicest books that there are.
So,
You made a picture about that.
it isn't true yet, is it?
It is. Have you read it?
No.
I haven't read it. Lovely pictures in it. He's having a punch up.
I will do it one with him.
must read then. I'll read a wee bit to me now if you like.
I won't do the letter then.
Do the letter. Come on, do the letter.
Oh,
Oh,
it's only be short on one side and my eyes are
well, as
hurting.
much as you can to Gabby, because Gabby will be waiting to hear from. And then I'll get this in an envelope and you can address it, all right? It's 125, I think.
Oh, I can't wait.
John? Billy, come here in here a minute. Let's bring your pen. Quickly.
Yeah? What do you want me to do?
Would you copy this out for me, please? John, you get on with that sitting there, quick. I want you to
Mummy,
address
I'm
this.
crying.
That's Gabby's address, isn't it? Copy it out in the back of it. On that. I want to send to Auntie Betty.
Can you call it out? Like,
I will, yes.
just put.
Miss Gabby Muller. Just put it in the bag. Not too big, not big, Bill. It's to send to Auntie Betty. Miss Gabby
Muller.
Muller. Muller.
Muller.
G-A-B-Y. M-U.
And the two dots on the U.
Yes, dialysis, comma. That's it. Now, 8960 Kempton. P-T-E-N. And then in brackets, A-L-L.
G-A-U-L.
G-A-U. G-A-U.
Oh. And
And
two.
a dialysis on top of the A. Two little dots above the A.
Which A?
The second A. That's it. Now underneath that.
Is that alright?
E-I-C-H-E-R. E-I-C-H-E-R.
E-I.
C-H-E-R.
I.
Then a line.
What line?
A wee line. A wee line.
Dash.
Dash. R-I-N-G.
Ringing.
W-E-G. 40.
4.5.
Thank you. That's right. 4.5. West Germany. West Germany. West Germany. Now, put a wee note on, just a wee, and rewritings, put that on, say, this is to Auntie Betty.
Dear Auntie Betty?
Look. Oh, of course you put that in big things. Do it on the other side of the postcard. That'll do. Mummy asked me, dear Auntie Betty, Mummy asked me to...
How do word
on the other side.
I mean, but how does it get to Cousin Molly?
That Auntie Betty wants it too. Oh, John, write that there. Mrs. M. Mackay.
Oh, Mummy,
Right then, what do you want me to do now?
Dear Auntie Betty.
Mummy asked.
Yes, me too.
Just
Send you this
Mummy
in-
asked me.
All right, that'll do. Doesn't matter.
I'll do it
What?
Not in black.
Mummy what?
Mummy asked me to send you Gabby's address. Dear, no, what am I doing? Mrs. Vanitla.
Mummy asked you to send
I've been
Mummy's
married.
address.
Yes, yes.
I've been married.
Mrs. M.R.S. Mrs. M.
Mummy asked you to send Mummy's address.
Gabby's address. Mrs. M. Stop, that's not with that
That'll
Capital
do
M.
then.
Now do the same for Cousin Molly, only put Cousin Molly's address there and don't put Gabby's address so big at the other side in case the stupid people send it. What's he put down? Mummy asked you to
Which
send
side,
Gabby's
Mum?
Look at that, the mistake in that. Mummy asked me to send... That doesn't even make sense.
Mummy asked me...
A small C up here.
Oh. Now, which side do you want?
C.
Hey, I don't understand it.
C. A. H. E. 1. Comma. 1, 2, 5. Comma. Comma. Whittaker. W-I-T-T. W-H-I-T-T. T-T-A-K-E-R. Road. Capital R. Small D. Full stop. Comma. Comma.
Oh.
Whittaker Road. Whittaker Road. And then you put Burton Road.
B
That's
U-
neat.
R T
O-N.
Road.
Comma. Full stop. Well, you didn't do that neatly under the
Comma.
W.
I've done it.
Derby.
Oh.
We done both.
Mm.
Now this, just put underneath that.
Mummy asked me to send you...
No, this, no, she didn't. I didn't ask her. Cousin Molly asked you. Just say this is Gabby's address. That's fine, John. Now get on with the other one yourself.
I'm exhausted. Oh, my eyes.
How do you spell address?
A-D-D.
No.
Miss Charlton.
No, the address. 48.
That's quite nice.
Got any string, Mummy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack.
Can I borrow some?
It's in the, you concentrate on that. It's in the...
Green Sport Road, Bang.
The 18th of September 1966. Can I get something to drink?
Is it going now?
What?
Is it going now? Hmm?
Can I get you something?
No, I
to
don't
drink?
want anything.
Are you absolutely sure?
Mhm.
You wouldn't have small whiskey or something?
Remember
would
the
you?
Lord's Day to keep it holy.
Oh, well, I've kept it
I
holy.
think he's trying to get me to take a lot of drink and then talk a lot of nonsense.
Well, I've been at the kirk today, so that's all right. No, this Johnny obstructed in 19, and I thought it was only 12 years, not 12 years ago, but 1938, he had a mesenteric embolus.
Oh, what his time's nearly.
Why? No, he's only 56. And
That's the number
12
nine.
years
What
ago,
you're
he got
saying.
an adhesion, and I sent him in, and they had to, Cut. yes. So he's now done it again. So,
And Mrs. Langston, Fred, down here last night. What else?
with my shirt.
Was your one shirt.
Oh, she didn't.
She walked the whole way down and she sat behind. She said, "Just dizzy."
Bless her.
Oh, the very strong.
She's a
No, she
decent
had a
song.
suitcase of shirts.
No, she brought some of mine anyway. She took them away and didn't tell you she was taking.
Must buy her Dr. Charlton. I owe you for the laundry.
And I owe you for you.
Oh, yeah.
So, that was, I sat all day and that was the first thing well, I didn't sit all day, I went to church.
You
That was
sat
the
down.
first
You didn't get down your
fortnight
knees,
ago.
Jack, I hope.
No.
So our man would, inclined to give way in quite a lot of ways, wouldn't he?
No,
Sing
he's-
our man,
yes.
Oh, you sing it?
Just sing our man. When did we sing our man? I've forgotten.
We did it this morning.
At the end of the,
Yeah.
when? At the end of one of the prayers?
No, at the end of the benediction, after the
Prayer.
benediction.
The prayer said nicely enough.
Prayers.
Yeah.
Now, he did pray a long time this morning. I thought that other man last Sunday in Warren Point went on and on.
I see you're awfully gospel greedy, aren't you?
Yes.
Going to the church in Warren Point.
Me? Well, why not? No, why I went last Sunday morning, I don't always go on holidays, but why I went, in fact we haven't gone on holidays for years, but why I went last Sunday
Oh, we
morning
can't
was,
with the youngsters, Jack.
I took a bet on, well, partly this reason, I took a bet on with my sister. My mother hadn't been at church for, I don't know how many years,
Very
years and years. And my sister took a bet on with me that I couldn't get her to go to church.
Gambling, Jack. Then you see.
See? So I said, "You're on."
You took her.
I took.
But in Ballymena we go 3 times a year. No, 4 times a year.
Brilliant.
We go to the first Sunday in May for the communion, and we go on the first Sunday in November for the communion. And that's just my mother and I. My father doesn't partake. And we always go for the harvest,
Oh, yes, yeah.
and then you go on the Sunday before Christmas.
That's all you go then?
Well, I would go the odd time in between them. My father goes but once every, I would say it was 1 to 3, and my mother goes when she gets new clothes.
Sure she does.
Well, they do that in Ballymena, you see. You have to have somewhere to show them out.
Oh, now we go, well, some of us go every Sunday.
I go every Sunday, Jack Charlton.
You go at once, you go
You
every
weren't there
Sunday.
today, and you weren't there last Sunday, and you
Well,
had no
whose
excuse
fault
last
was it that I
Sunday.
wasn't there last Sunday? Your fault.
I sent you a message from the Nightingale to go.
But my conscience wouldn't let me go. I was thinking of your dear patients.
Well, you go one Sunday usually morning and I go the other. But on
Jack,
holidays
that
we
isn't
don't,
excuse me.
on holidays we don't go on account of the children because the racket that they'd kick up till they got out.
Jack was appointed an elder, no darling.
And did you not take it? Why?
Twice he was.
Why?
Because I wouldn't have time, I couldn't manage so much, you know.
They asked Dr. Dick in Ballymena to be an elder of the church, and Dr. Dick is very coarse and comes from a hovel. And they went along to him and said that he had been appointed an elder, and would he accept? And he says, "Takes me all my time looking after their body, and take looking after their soul as well."
That's what you said. Well, Mr. Harding asked Jack, and he said he'd have to think about it, so he said no, wouldn't, so.
I think it would be a great responsibility.
It would be,
You would be
It's
off-
such a big district to go
No,
round.
but that's not what I'm thinking about. You'd have to be awfully careful about what you did. And you would nearly have to, well, I know I would have to reorganise my life. I don't think
No,
I'm
you wouldn't
prepared
here.
to do it.
How much
Well, you
more
see,
organized.
here in reality, the elders, if they did at home what they do here,
They
they
become
would be
condemned.
absolutely shocked.
They'd have
Now,
been
the
shocked.
elders here, no matter what do they go to, with their bottle of wine and their drinks and all the rest.
Oh, that's dreadful. They're not Presbyterians at all.
No, that's what I
Oh, they
think.
do indeed here. Yes, I mean, say a lot of them are Scots, you see, and they're associated with the Burns Club, and they, never one of those Burns Club dinners passes it, nor one of the Burns Club dances that we
I
go
look at
to.
Robert at the Ulster Club sitting at my table.
And even Robert Jameson had
Is he an elder in the church?
Oh, he's very...
Tell you what he is. He's secretary of that, is the scripture union, is it?
This, you know, the Bible reading,
You
you know
know
the
those.
green card used to, remember? Used to get
Who
it.
he's in it.
Scripture Union, yes,
Yes, it's the scripture union for the whole of the British Isles, isn't he secretary?
He was one time, yes.
Well, he partook last St. Patrick, no, the night of the year before. Because the table I was at and I was absolutely shocked.
Well, sure, Mr. Harding.
Oh, yes, but you can pass yourself. I'm talking about taking too much.
Oh, none of
no,
them take too
no,
much.
not
Oh,
at
none
all.
of them take too much.
No.
Oh, no. But I was saying at home if they went out and did that they wouldn't be very...
Well, I remember a man at home. I think you might know of him. His name was mentioned. Was invited to become an elder. My father was an elder, and he was sort of second in another appointment. And he came home and said that he had declined because that he did like his glass of beer, especially on an occasion, and therefore he didn't feel that he would like to undertake the duties.
Who was this?
Couldn't disclose. No, it was you heard you were speaking in Morangatel.
His father?
Well, I thought that was fair enough.
So did I.
If you felt that.
But I don't see that because you take your glass of beer on
No,
occasion,
but then at home,
should
you
stop
know,
you
like,
from
oh
being
no,
an
I
elder,
don't.
do you?
No, not at all. No.
No, I don't. It's only if they drink to excess. But you see, at home, certainly years ago anyway, I don't know what they're like now, but years ago they'd
But
be
I think they're a
absolutely
bit more
horrified.
broad-minded now.
I think
They'd be
so,
absolutely
yes.
horrified if...
Mhm.
Well, they'd be horrified if they saw you with a cigarette in your mouth years ago.
They
Oh,
really
but
are.
quite a few of the clergy smoke, Jack.
They have started now to appoint female elders.
I know, it's not miserable.
Why?
I wouldn't have women take any part in the church. I even hate to see them collect the collection here, you know.
Oh, they don't.
Well, especially on a communion Sunday, I think there's nothing worse than giving out the books at the door. It drives me mad.
You would swear you were in the faith mission.
Not at all. Yes, and their little hats and what have. Sometimes they don't wear a hat. They don't go in for hats here.
I think that's dreadful.
Yes, I do. I don't.
Yeah.
I always nudge Jack when it's a woman in our aisle and say, I'm not giving this Sunday.
Well, do you not think it's worse having a woman elder than a woman collecting?
I do, Jack. I wouldn't have them at all.
Yes, but it's a very minor job to ask them to lift the collection.
I wouldn't have them lifting the collection.
No, that's not a lady's job.
Of
at all.
course it's not. When a
A
man...
man sitting down while a
Oh,
woman gets up and lifts it. Isn't that
They
dreadful?
look so
They wouldn't
ridiculous.
have that in our part of the world.
No,
now,
they
would
would not. No.
Of course, they're not well brought up here.
I said to George Harding about it. Oh, he says if it
Yes.
makes them happy, why need we worry? He says they're on the management committee, and that's when they sort of said, well, it was a nice friendly collection. We had one woman elder. Oh, she
She
was
was
a
a
good
doctor,
woman.
Dr. McCormick,
She
yes.
did a tremendous amount of work for the church. She sang in the choir and gave most
She was
generously.
superintendent of the
Yes.
Beaver Hospital here.
No, a very nice person.
The Derwents.
She's retired. She was only thereabouts.
Is the choir gowned?
Oh, great.
The choir's gowned in all the Presbyterian churches at home now.
Indeed not.
Oh,
Not in
they're
Lurgan.
not. They're not in Antrim. Oh, I never heard this nonsense.
You wouldn't think he's having wee delusions.
You're living in the past.
Oh, I think I'm not living in the past. How long is it since we
Oh,
were
I
in
was out
Lurgan?
last Sunday morning and
That's
Lawrence
the more
Point.
point, but they're 20 years behind.
And I've been out in Lurgan and they haven't been gowned. And they're certainly not gowned in High Street in Lurgan either, which is the bigger of the two Presbyterian churches. I'll turn it off now.
Wait till you hear this laugh.
Once a year, I always make a visit to a little village in Ireland where I hire a car and I drive way up into the mountains as far as the car will go. And eventually, I'm forced to swap this car for a donkey. And then I go further up into the mountains as far as the donkey can go. And finally, I'm forced to go on by foot. Eventually, I come to a little clearing where there's a cottage. And in this cottage lives a gentleman named Fergus McGillicuddy, the man who taught me my first song. And I call to him across the fields and I say, "Fergus, have you found me any songs?" And his voice comes back across the field saying, "You silly fool, where do you think I'd find songs up here?" So I come all the way back down the mountain again, and I go to the publishers in Dublin, and I finally managed to get something like this. Ah, 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 ah. One fine pleasant evening last summer, I was strolling through Coondenemy, when a couple of playboys is standing before me I happened to see. Now to know what these fellas were up to, a trifle I hastened my walk. Pretty soon did I learn their profession, when I got within line of their talk. Ah, 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 ah. Now one of these lads was the devil, and the other was Bailiff McGlynn, and sure one was as nice as the other, for they both were as ugly as sin. Says the owl lad, "You know I'm the devil, and you are the bailiff I see." "'Tis the devil himself," says the bailiff. "Ah, should that be, it's the devil," says he. Ah, 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 ah. Then a young lad ran out of a cottage, and off with him over the fields. "May the devil take you," says his mother, as she rattled a stone off his heels. "Ask you, why don't you take the young rascal? Your Highness the bailiff," he cried. It was not from the heart that the wish came. The devil, he smiling replied. Ah, 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 ah. Then the young lad came back and he saw them, and into his mother he fled, shouting, "Oh, mother dear, it's the bailiff." And she clasped her two hands and she said, "May the devil take that ugly bailiff." Says the devil, "Begob that I'll do." It was straight from the heart that the wish came. So Bailiff McGlynn, I'll take you. Ah, 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 ah. And he did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a little bitty termite, he came knocking on my front door. He walked right in and sat right down, started nibbling on the kitchen floor. Now he chewed on the walls, the ceiling and the halls. Lord knows he tried. But he kept getting thinner because he never got no dinner. And finally he sat up and cried. He said, "It's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic." Now I know it just ain't wood, and it can't do me no good because it's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic. Everything's gonna be plastic by and by. Now early one day in the month of May, I went down to the beach. There was all these beauties in the bathing suities just within my reach. Now a 36, 24, 38 mist just happened to be coming my way. We stopped, we looked, we went. Said, "How'd you get that way?" She said, "It's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic."
It's as pretty as can be, but you know that it ain't me. Because it's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic. Everything's gotta be plastic by and by.
Now someday soon there'll be a plastic moon shining through the plastic trees. We'll have plastic showers making plastic flowers and plastic birds and bees. Now if you want to get a record of this song because the words just make you sore, and you have a desire to throw it on the fire or smash it on the floor,
Remember, it's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic.
you can boil it, fry or bake it, but you know you just can't break it
Because it's plastic. Oh yes, it's plastic. Everything's gonna be plastic by and by.
One more plastic!
plastic. Yes, everything's gonna be plastic.
When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one day and gave to me a toy. A wonder to behold it was, with many colors bright, and the moment I laid eyes on it, it became my heart's delight. 'Cause it went when it moved, and when it stopped, and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Now the first time that I picked it up, I had a big surprise. For right on the bottom were two big buttons that looked like big green eyes. I first pushed one and then the other, then I twisted its lid. And when I put it down again, well, here is what it did. It went when it moved, and when it stopped, and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. It first marched right, and then marched left, and then marched under the chair. And when I looked where it had gone, it wasn't even there. I started to cry and my daddy laughed. He knew just what I'd find. When I turned around, my marvelous toy was chugging from behind. And it went when it moved, and when it stopped, and when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Well, the years have gone by too quickly, it seems. My daughter brings me joy. And yesterday I gave to her my marvelous little toy. Her eyes nearly popped right out of her head. She gave a scream of glee. Neither one of us knows just what it is, but she loves it just like me. It still goes when it moves, and when it stops, and when it stands still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will.
Patrick McGinty, an Englishman of note, paying for a fortune, and he bought himself a goat. So he should have goat's milk and going to help me feel. But when he brought the money home, he found it was a bill. All the young ladies who lived in Killaloo, they all wearing bustle like the mother used to do. They each wear a bustle beneath their tip coat, and leave the rest to Providence and Patty McGinty's gun.
A nickel, I know what I would do. I'd spend it all on candy and I'd give it all to you. I'd spend it all on candy and I'd give it all to you. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. And if you were a kitten with pretty glossy fur, I'd take you up and stroke you and I'd listen to your purr. I'd take you up and stroke you and I'd listen to your purr. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. And if you were a horsefly and I an old gray mare, I'd stand and let you bite me and I'd never move a hair. I'd stand and let you bite me and I'd never move a hair. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. So if you want to marry, well then I'll tell you what. I'll go and find the parson and I'll let him tie the knot. I'll go and find the parson and I'll let him tie the knot. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. That's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you.
keys it is.
Oh, mind the step on a Tuesday night. Don't stand out in the rain. I don't care if you climb up a tree. My Uncle Arthur is 73. Mind the step or you'll start a fight. It can drive you insane. 'Cause a 23 bus is no comfort to us. I never play hopscotch again. Now I have a habit of putting the cat out each evening before I retire.
Well, I've never tried it, not putting
Why?
the cat out. Well, our cat has never caught fire.
A little old lady that I know likes knitting, starts knitting whenever she can.
Now, what is she knitting, this little old lady?
She's knitting a little old man.
Crazy behind the step when the wind is chill. It's so easy to do.
I don't care if the laundry is late. My Auntie Gladys is 78.
Mind the step if your name is Bill.
All the rumors are true. You can't see the face on a fillet-up place, so change for wig and a crew. For a bird in the nest is worth 2 up your vest. My granny's 102.
We made it.
Visions of you in shades of blue, smoking, shifting, lazily drifting. My darling, I miss you so. Time goes by, no wonder my senses go reeling. Your eyes so appealing, I see the whole night through. When will we meet again? When will we meet again? When? I remember the days, beautiful days, tenderly gleaming, my whole life seeming to start and end with you. Oh, my darling, I miss you so. I remember the days, beautiful days, tenderly gleaming, my whole life seeming to start and end with you. To start and end with you.
The 14th of April, 1967.
Dad,
Yes?
what are you doing about that? Is my good float,
What?
and it was in Roger's room. Why don't you do something about it?
If you didn't rack the junk room and leave the junk room...
Oh, be quiet. You don't care. You don't care if all our things are taken. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take his things. I'll kick that darn right there, Brendan. Daddy, can you tell John to stop snatching stuff off me and hitting me?
Well, you go and sit down.
What's Wednesday?
Will you go and sit down? You're sitting here.
Can't do something. You're in the way, I can't do it. You're in the way. I want to put a cowboy standing up. Aye.
Thank you. Right, Jack.
Right.
Oh, here he is. That's the one I want.
Come on,
look at this.
Bunter.
I'm going to shoot him down. I'm going to shoot him. It's so really catchy. Dad!
What are you having, Roger? Put that down.
I want one of those and some
What are you
bacon.
having? One of these?
Yes, and some bacon.
The
William,
only reason I...
the man condemned man for his last meal. What do you have?
Anyhow, everything. A few rashers of bacon.
A few? Do I mean?
Those things aren't worth £15.
Jack,
They
you
are,
put
don't
out a
they?
plate. I can
You
put
sure?
these on.
You've got
Then
one of
we
those
have
other
Billy's.
winners. That's 12 and 6%.
Right?
You've got some of those others.
What?
Haven't you? Those other ones. World Cup, they're 7 and 6 each, and you've got two of those.
That's your own.
15
That's
already.
yours.
That's over £1
That's
already.
John's.
The Battle of Hastings are worth £5 each. You've got a couple of those.
What? And the Battle of Britain.
Yeah, Battle of Britain.
Well, Johnny, will you have that? Is that all right?
I'm going to stand for Battle of Hastings. Hey, Bill! I can aim at that cowboy there.
Oh. I'll get him then.
And what's wrong, Bunter?
Got a miss for everything.
How do you
Like
know?
what?
You put me off course,
Those
you
first aid
flower.
covers.
Oh, you flower.
Well, then turn it. Mummy's probably put them away for you, Billy.
Go from falling
I
into
would
the
think.
ditch. I'll see if we can shoot him over.
Roger, do you want to return to the room? Because you're just going the right way about it.
Now come and sit down.
John, you want this gone right down your pillow, but you just want to go upstairs.
Yes.
Look, Jack. Ah, Jack.
I know what they are. I know what they are.
Well, what about you then?
I'm exhausted.
Hey, by the way, have there any of those Morlow's first aid covers come out as I wanted?
Oh, well, Billy.
I'll try and save you some of those. Hey, Bill, something about little stamp. Bill. You know that,
I'll
you
be
know
back in an hour before you pour that.
Hey, Bill, do you know from those football stamps on Blue Peter Stone was very valuable gold?
It is? What? On Blue Peter.
Yeah, and still on paper.
What was our brand?
Oh, yes, but it's got to be on the first aid cover and you haven't got one of those.
I didn't just here for the money.
Let's see it then.
I thought you'd
I'd love to,
it.
but when I find out you want it, I'll sell
You
you.
worked awfully hard.
I know it does.
And if you've taken it,
When's he coming back here?
money.
He didn't say anything. Probably next week.
Oh, there's Billy sitting fretting his wee heart away.
Yeah.
Away from his mum.
And his dad.
Ah.
I'm worrying about his first day covers.
You just worry about Pitt and Walpole, the South Sea bubble, and I'll worry about the stumps.
Don't worry about BP.
Oh, Bunter.
Oh, baby. Any more bacon, Dad?
Hello.
Would you like another scone?
No, I want bacon only.
And Billy will be returning to Miss Dawson.
Demonstrate his prowess on the lawn.
Yeah.
Billy, if you could set your cap at one of Miss Dawson's, that wee place could be yours up there.
What?
That wee place could be yours.
Well, we could go 3 every year.
No, I charge extra.
Probably would.
You could have won and John could have won.
For the what?
Miss Dawson.
Don't.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 goats, you know.
I think Billy was more of a liability.
And 2 more.
You picked about
Yeah, well, it's gone, John.
I was gone, definitely.
Eat that egg, John.
Yes, Bonza, eat the egg.
Did you ask for it?
Well, Roger, how's Mrs. Henschke?
And that wasn't my fault. Things scraped off my plate.
How is Mrs. Henschke today?
No good. Anyway.
And how was Mr. Beth?
Hey, you're going to take especially good care of John on this journey to London. He's going to let him sit beside him the whole way.
Is he selecting John?
No, he's not. Not
And he sits at the front, always getting the best position.
No,
to
we
reach the
can.
umbrella.
According to
How
according
he
to
went
Mr.
on the back.
Gaskell's,
Tell us how he used the umbrella, but then.
he prodded me about 100 times and I done his own.
And he looked at you in the corner of his eye.
And what?
You know, and you're doing something and he slaps you across the hand, he brings like that.
What's the umbrella?
Yeah, you see he's walking along the street there and going...
I want to know
Well, does that
what
bring you to
it is.
helium?
Just about.
I want some jam.
It's dead good on the train though. I mean, when he's
Yeah.
not looking, you throw dead sandwiches at his feet.
Okay, go.
And you open the window and throw at these old buffers along the line, you throw rotten sandwiches at them.
But he can't be in all the carriages at once.
No, there's no. We have 3 carriages.
Who's that?
We're going partners, Billy. All
Who are you going with?
I'm not.
Uncle Thompson.
I'm probably not going to Megan the Silver.
No wonder he doesn't want to go with me.
Don't blame him.
So do I. Oh, you don't have to keep doing that.
Of course, Billy went with Margaret. No. Billy went with Margaret.
No, I went with Nicholas Lee.
I thought you went with Margaret.
I was sitting in the same carriage, in the same sort of thing as Stephen Pritchard and Christopher Drake. It's dead good fun, honestly.
What was the outing where you were sitting beside Mr. Bear?
Wasn't one.
On the same bus or something?
Wasn't one.
Finish this one, nobody's going to eat.
I put sandwiches on. I put a sandwich under the chair. No, I put one of those egg sandwiches next to the seat beside me. Along came Buzzer, and he sat down.
Oh, Bonzo, you make me sick.
Because leave the egg coming out the side. You want to stop it?
I know, it's dead good fun on those journeys.
I know it's as thin as a razor, but
It's dead good fun on the
What's
train.
Mr.
The dinner's dead good. You get tomato soup,
yeah.
steak, and spuds, and ice cream, I think it is.
Alright.
Waiters as well.
No.
Yeah.
You order off the menu card.
Mr. Best orders for you.
Did you order off the menu card?
John will be choosing that, I thought.
No. Don't be choosing milk.
Yeah, I'll lemonade things.
Does the wine
That
waiter
sounds on cake. Oh, God.
Does the wine waiter come round too?
No.
And have the jam, please.
When I'm around, you can do 2 wine waiters.
I'm bunt
I'll
out.
drain it.
Well, where are they taking you at Campbell?
Nowhere.
Well, that just shows you it's not.
Down to Lurgan to see the site.
No funny.
See in the paper it said that they're in the home paper that
Oh, I don't like
Where's
any of
the
the other
left?
ones now.
Hmm?
I don't
How
like
can you? 2 of them are the same, you nit, and he's taking one of them. You're a nit. I know
Right,
that.
you're going to leave me the chocolate one.
No, just as you're about to take it.
It's got cream in the inside, Mum.
Yeah, Bono.
So not on the inside, but top cream.
But you're not going to
Why
tell
do you
us
want
a
to
few
take the
farewell
glass?
jokes.
What?
You're not going to tell us a few farewell jokes before you leave.
No.
Try not.
He knows a couple of swear words.
Oh, well, leave those out.
I was telling Mrs. Mackay two of your jokes, Jess.
Like Granny. Have you told those ones to Granny?
I must do.
Don't forget the Rolo.
The
Rolo.
what about it?
For your present.
Clean. What's that on your finger?
Red ink.
Is not.
It's all painful.
Excuses, dear 9.
It's probably like your head then, Bunter.
You can talk, Bunter.
Let me if there's any more of those.
There you are, sleeping.
Yes, 9.
Keep.
And he said it was in perfect order.
Well,
Lily.
it's
Oh,
impressive.
Bunter.
Have you got all your pens and
Yes.
pencils ready?
Ready.
John, you're just filling that here. Just
You
filling
got
it.
the certificate I gave her.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to take a travel ticket.
Oh, well, I have not seen. I don't know anything about that. What was I going to say? Billy, remember where the certificate is? Where is it?
In the pocket of the
That's
thing.
right. And he'll have to have his money for his taxi fare.
Yes, and he has to have his pocket money as well. Oh, yeah, you'll have to give him the pocket money tomorrow, I think.
Mr. Belsky has taken all the money I have.
Oh, no. Well, I have some money.
No, that's all right, I have some, but
Oh, because it's a bit embarrassing going up to him and asking for some when nobody else has any.
But
When
I'm not
everybody,
taking that.
you see, they usually roll in the lolly.
who does?
I'm about the poorest of the lot.
what do you mean they're all in the lolly?
You see, when their parents come,
Is there
they
any more?
give them a 10 bob note usually.
Money!
I'm not falling for that.
Mummy,
True.
No.
It is,
I wish I was
honestly.
given a 10 bob note every time.
Not what Mr. Phillips told me. He told me some of the boys had between £2 and £3.
Yes, that's because the parents just live down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch, Roger.
No, when they're a load of...
That's true.
They're a cuckoo.
But those people haven't got 3
But
weeks.
they've all to hand in their money, haven't they, to the teacher?
Can I keep my money? You know, can I sort of,
John,
I'm allowed to
You
keep
what?
them.
Daddy, can I, if there's any more pocket money left over, can I keep it? Like you did last time.
I suppose so, Billy.
Good. That means I can hand him in money.
How much do the others get a week?
Bit more than me.
I would say Billy has more than sufficient. More than sufficient.
Of course,
You
you're a
believe
bit on
that?
that. Yeah, I wish I could get 2 and
I've
6
got a bit of a
every
headache.
week.
I asked Mr. Phillips and he told me that it's £2 to £3 for the term.
And I would say he never goes away empty-handed from Lurgan.
Usually he does. Except sometimes for about a few bob from Granny and a few bob from Auntie Betty and a few bob from Uncle. Well, it's usually
You
grub.
are fooled, Jack. Easily fooled by him. I
No,
wouldn't
Daddy,
even-
look,
not
I'm
a word.
serious. I'm not kidding.
I know, Billy.
Nobody believes me.
No.
Well, how much do the others get?
Jack, don't even discuss
Well, there's
it.
this guy called Handful.
The odd one
Yeah,
maybe
this
that
guy.
gets a lot of money.
Yeah, and there's the
Of an average.
of an average 10. There's at least, you see, there's about 10 live in the Belfast area. Well,
Yeah.
8, and they get about £4 each for pocket money. This guy Handforth, he gets 4. He's in my dorm.
This
He's
is
dead sport, and he gets £4 for the term, and that's over 7 shillings a
Didn't
week.
you get £5 for the term?
Yeah, but that was for exit Sundays and everything.
Yeah.
He just lives. It wouldn't take him 3 minutes to get home. He lives about 100 yards down the road.
Maybe there's only one of him, is there?
There's another one. that lives at Norwood Gardens, wherever that
You
is.
know that boy that you're speaking of, has any more of him at home? Like
One
at home?
is a sister.
Yes, there you are.
He's,
How much does little boy Miller get
I don't know, £3.
for the term? I would think so.
His dad's a quack.
I would say on average, not many of them get, yes.
What's he doing?
I would say, no, that. I would say on average, not many of them get more.
Yeah, but you see, when their parents come to visit them, they always get money, you see.
And when I write to you, what do I put in sometimes? $50.
£0.50 once, that's all, once,
So
just
you see,
once.
You remember that, whereas if I were sending it to you every week, we'd be taking it for granted. See what a surprise it was.
Oh, actually, I didn't
Oh, I missed him just at it, didn't
From
I?
Mummy as well, we didn't get any from him, the old skinflint.
You got plenty before you left, boy.
£5, that's a measly amount.
That's what he had, and he spent a lot.
And I want £50 from you.
Yeah, well, you have to give me a pocket money before I go, won't you? I mean, some of that.
After all, there's something that's not worthwhile giving it to you.
Dad, in the car.
Not really
I'm
worthwhile, is
serious.
it?
John,
My,
your clothes on, you know.
Ah, Mummy, I don't
Mine's
know
the
how
only-
to start the engine because I'm
my tuck supplies always run short, usually.
Well, Billy, from the size of your stomach, I wouldn't say that it has run any too short. In fact, I would say it could be cut down quite comfortably.
You're not making me go on a diet. I'm not missing food for anything. I wouldn't miss a
The little
plate of
the
baked
extras
eggs.
that put on the tums.
going to see if I can aim at that man.
Well, I'd rather be like this than be like John. I'd hate to be John the way he is.
I'll miss
That's all right.
He's just a skinny little thin. Well, I could, if I just stick my fist on, he runs away.
But then you must remember, Billy, John doesn't get cold.
Big
John isn't
deal.
pampered.
I don't mind. I hardly get colds now, do I? Anyway, if I get him at school, I just forget about him. I never go and see that horrible matron woman. Wouldn't be seen dead with her.
I hope not.
I wouldn't.
Well, I'm going over a lesson to say a quarter to 5.
No, because
Look, what about this
pocket
pocket
start
money?
like, you
No,
know,
no, we're not going to start all
A
this
little,
again.
you know I can't start
Please,
losing
no.
now.
Why can't you start it?
Daddy gave you 10 shillings extra for your birthday.
because I
Well,
can't.
I'm a year older,
Can't
so
see.
stop that up your pipe and smoke it. I'm a year older.
What have you done with that, you old
It's in Mummy's purse at the
Oh,
moment.
where did you put it?
I gave it to you.
Have you used the petrol in it?
In the can, yes.
And why haven't you started?
Was it all in the
Because I
account?
can't. You're,
Why?
I haven't got enough strength to do
Yeah,
it.
56 shillings of it, my dear woman.
Unless I can use it.
I put it all in
I
savings
can
stamps.
take it back if you haven't got one.
He'd be writing home and saying, Mummy, cash, £2.
I won't, only
You can use that £2 at Campbell.
I won't, it's in savings stamps in Mummy's handbag at the moment.
You.
And you can take it out when I want.
Let's don't
Do that.
Sunday the 24th of December, 1967.
Come on.
Oh, I've forgotten the mustard.
No.
Do you want mustard?
Or do you want
Tarlo. Tarlo.
No, it'll be all
Is
right.
it recording it, Dad?
It's recording it. So,
I'm sure it is. You could have another sexy.
but of course, my dear.
Who's this for?
That's for you.
Oh.
Well, Johnny,
Santa Claus. Oh.
you're looking forward to Santa Claus Day then, are you?
Oh yeah. True. He wants a pink shirt. Yeah.
He doesn't want that new French dictionary. I mean, I think it's a silly sort of present, but he insists.
Well, now that you've given me a favour, I can do it. Deal with it.
Oh
Billy, you know
yeah.
what Billy said to me?
What?
Surely you would tear it up.
Oh no, I couldn't do that, Billy. I wouldn't waste the tuppence on the stamp or whatever it is.
What's that going to do
Couldn't
with
do
the
that.
£5 mummy gave him? Give it to me.
Mommy thought you was on a good wicket.
I must say, I'm amazed. I never thought you'd do it. Pips and all he is.
And the store.
No, the pips and everything.
Bacon. Oh, my bacon.
I'll do it again for another 10 Bobby, like.
I might know.
I do it for a tenner.
Huh?
I do it for a tenner.
You enjoy it, you do it for now.
Yes, he do it for the apple.
He'd do it 50 page droppings for the apple. What you should do is, you ought to sell me those apples at a penny each. Then I'd be making a profit.
The housekeeping has not only gone to the end of the month, but £2 overdrawn.
That's brilliant.
It's not.
Big
Don't
deal.
make bones now.
Bang bottles. Who is going for a Christmas party tomorrow? Mum. The Islands. Mum. Where are we going for a Christmas holiday?
To Dartmouth in the car.
Oh. We went
Really?
there last year.
You knew that your number did.
No. Yes, 9. What did you want?
Newly's been on the post office chalice since this one. Started at 8:15 in the morning.
I laughed at Daddy with it.
And what?
John, I'm
I
watching
laughed
you.
at Daddy with it.
Jack, speak to John. I'm not going to have that like that.
Bring your plate in. And don't knock your chair back in the tree. Bring it forward.
Bring that, Mum.
Bring your chair forward.
Will you find that little boy that's next to you at the table? His manners.
Oh, I don't really mind about it.
Oh, no, you do.
I just laugh at the way he does everything.
You do not say to him, watch me.
I'm stupid. I'm not as stupid as I are.
Well, nobody ever corrects her.
No.
I'm sure Raymond did catch her.
Who?
Raymond.
I don't even know how he first seen him.
Roger.
He's allowed to do it with his right now, with his right now.
Right, love.
Well, I wouldn't have them doing it at all morning.
Bad influence.
No, it's not good.
William's having to stop it.
Hmm.
Daddy said you're not to do it like that anymore.
Oh yeah, we just told us
Not at all. No, not except you're eating
Carry.
carrot. Not at all. Not otherwise.
Don't you be stupid,
Put the
stupid
fork-
9, stupid 9,
Anymore?
stupid
Put the
9.
fork in the other hand. Now, I'll slap you if you lift them up like that, Roger.
I said put the
But
fork
you
on
did
the
use
other
numbers
hand.
today.
To put it up the right way.
Billy.
Do it correctly.
Tight go.
Do it
Your
right.
hand's freezing.
When I go to London for the day,
He can't be straight.
I rushed from here without any refreshments whatsoever.
What?
Look here. I'm down the train, I have coffee and a packet of biscuits. And that does me until I return in the evening train.
I must be joking.
Can I have some tea?
What's that? I think I
That's
got
what
your
your fate was before you left.
You come with me, Billy, it'll fare a bit better.
Stop picking at the
Wait,
cake.
please. Can I take 2 slices, please?
Well, Daddy doesn't shop.
He just boozes. He goes into the pub and boozes his guts out.
Put it in the other hand, they'd be treating me.
Mate, got all that money, you can really didn't use.
But look at that. But Jack, speak to him. Jack.
I'll keep control over me.
Yes, sir. No, sir, sir, if you please.
I've seen it. All right.
Oi!
Was the bathroom. Man, he was most charming when he was here. Most charming. I thought, Jack, he's cutting that at the end and they're already
Oh,
cut.
sorry. Give me a bit of sweet.
I had thought
It's
that
so
it was
thin.
only the sweet and biscuits too.
You did not. You didn't send him a present, did you? You didn't. You don't even know his address, so you
Well, we're calling.
You have.
You won't be
And it's good in that cupboard.
his booze cupboard.
But I never heard such nonsense.
Set little wee tin so we can
He
squeeze.
keeps all the books in there, all
But
the study books.
I'll bet you that £5 postal or that £5 cheque.
But I can't prove it, but
You're willing to take me on that he doesn't, and I'll bet you anything that he boozes
I'm
his
saying,
shop out.
I'm not trying to dock him, I'm saying it's, I think it's unlikely.
No, Bob
You don't know
me.
BP like I know BP.
Well, why don't you go there and say it, go round the school and with those forms, you know, to become what is it, Jack? A teetotaler. An abstainer. And see how many signatures you can get. And then go to BP and tell them that you feel this is the right thing to do.
Waiting, please. I'm feeding my tummy well.
I'm going
You just, honestly, you just don't know when you're full.
I'm going to just slop so it goes on the tape recorder.
But I know. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
I put you down. If you hear those noises you have, come on, move up.
Jack, could I have some?
Cigarettes, cigarettes!
Some of the jam?
I think we ought to have a table where we walk round and serve ourselves.
I think we ought to open the Christmas presents now.
You did that once.
Who did?
You did.
Me?
Oh, Billy, you should have been here the night of the party.
Well, how would you like, Billy, to go to Norway for your holiday?
Oh, it's all right for him. He's been everywhere.
Billy's a traveled man.
What would you say if I told you that you might be going further and he's ever been?
Not going to go to the North Pole.
What would you say?
Be all
What
right.
would you say if I told you within 4 months?
We're not, is that this other holiday? Yeah, I know, but everybody's going.
Or is that?
I know where we're going.
And so do we.
John
We
knows.
tell. I didn't tell John. Now you're not to tell him.
John knows.
John wants it to be a secret.
Do you?
I know, I think I know what it is.
What?
Yes, and I've seen all the brochures come in.
No, you're not to tell him.
Lots of brochures.
I know where it is because I think I've seen
Any
it.
more weekend going?
I'll tell you what it is.
Thanks, Chuck.
I'll tell you what it is, Bonnie. I will.
Go on.
Tree is a mint.
Why don't you tell him?
I know what it is. Oh, please don't alone. It took me a long time to hang it up.
Sorry, Mr. Sherry.
No, I don't know.
Cherry would eat next.
Those lights were very nice, John. They stuck it very well.
I'm not going to be able to get to sleep tonight.
I don't.
Never can.
I never do.
We're back to school, we'd just be sitting on the floor.
And then they'll reach up to the table.
We'll go. That's how we'll be going. We're going like this. You won't be able to see it. You're going like this. You're going like
farmer
this.
that used to live outside Antrim,
You're going.
and his daughter had 6 children.
I'm good.
We're not going into any detail about the 6 children. But he used to take the daughter and the son out into the fields to gather potatoes or do whatever had to be done in the farm. And he took the 6 youngsters, and they're only tots, and he put them into a tea chest
Stop,
in the
John.
middle of the kitchen floor.
John, sit down and
Tea
make
chest there.
noises now. Sit
And
down.
left them there for the day, and they never came to any harm, he said. But he said to my father, you should see the look on their weak faces when we get home, and sit them down in the middle of the floor to a pot of a sponge.
I was the sort of thing that didn't answer him, but you know, it's not civilized.
Uncivilized brats.
Oh,
Silly gits, that's what.
Never do that in.
and
Never
those
walk on the floor.
children have got a very
What?
close relative, cousin,
Who?
who's a lecturer. Very well.
I think I'll have a bit of this now.
Sure, Steph.
I think I'll have a bit of this now.
Are you related to anybody in Parliament, Mummy?
Yes.
Any very distant related?
Yes.
Who?
Very well.
You're related to the
Who?
Prime Minister. I'm related to the Prime Minister. Everybody's
That's
related
right,
to the
shoot
Prime Minister.
myself with a wall.
We're very nearly, very closely related to a Prime Minister in Northern Ireland. Only he
Terry
retired.
O'Neill.
No, not Terry. The one that should have been instead of him. After Lord Brookford.
Who was he?
Lord
He
Charles.
was the next Prime Minister, and he retired because of ill health, and he's since dead.
Excuse me.
I'm on a
This
bit of
guy
a
what job's all bunk.
If you're going to the breakfast room, you can go. If not, sit where it's finished.
Oh, you are a wee
Are you
guy.
coming to the breakfast room, Billy?
I'm busy.
I've got this little white dog I play around.
Oh, go on.
Look, little white dog.
Go on, Jack.
Jack,
They can leave
do
it
something.
if they're going to breakfast.
I'm going to the breakfast.
Yeah, so don't slam the door now.
All right.
I'm tired.
Oh, your precious picture. It might get a spot of
Thanks,
dust on
Lord.
it.
You want
Cheap
one?
thing. We'll go and sell it. Probably get a tanner for it. Come on, Bunter.
Well, Billy, they're real rotten.
My eye store, I'm telling you it is.
Moon that way.
But normally I keep her away for Christmas. Make an appointment with Alan.
Yes.
Talk on the telephone.
Oh, him.
I'll have a piece of that cake for me.
I'm sure you will. Oh, maybe not for that.
That's what you call Jack Charlton.
Mummy isn't a fan of football. Do you like football? No, Billy.
Did you see about tennis?
What's that?
It's open now.
What do you mean?
I mean, Rod Laver and all the rest will come.
I don't know, does it? It was all terribly vague in the paper. I couldn't.
I presume it does.
Christine
What do you mean?
Green's married. You know that?
What's open?
Wimbledon.
What do you mean it's open?
In other words, it's no more as professional tennis.
That, no more amateurs. They're paid now.
All of them.
They'll be allowed to be paid. That's
I know cricketers get paid too. And you know Dennis Law, George Best and people like that, they get paid about £250.
surely people like Rod Laver's bound to win now. They play the whole time professionally, so they're bound to win, aren't
So
they?
they were playing the whole time. Sure, they're never off the go. Sure, they're at it.
You know,
I doubt if any of those people could beat Rod Laver.
Oh, but he's getting old, isn't he? I think Manager Roger Taylor should do well this year.
Not Rod
Next year,
Laver.
maybe.
I haven't hope of beating Rod Laver.
he might turn out to be quite good.
And that other famous one, what's that?
He has you from the side, Roger Taylor.
I don't understand why these people like George Best get £250 a week playing one, get 90 minutes of football.
Well, to me, football isn't the game when they're buying and selling players the way they do from one county to another. In other words, the one with the most money can get the best players.
Not necessarily.
That's what it amounts to.
Not really.
Not really. It doesn't.
Well, take for instance Danny Blanchard. Why is he playing down in London? He doesn't have Tottenham or he used to.
He used to.
He's an Irishman. He should be playing for Northern Ireland if he's a true
Yeah,
footballer.
but he plays internationals for Northern Ireland. He doesn't have to play for an Irish club. Put it this way, he was too good for an Irish club.
He's too big for his boots. He's not a bit popular at home, sure.
Yeah, I know. What about George Best then with his big rifle?
What about the one from Bergen? What do you call him?
Kush, Wilbur Kush.
Sir Knox, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in welcoming you all to our annual dinner, and I know the members of the committee and those who organised this dinner will be very pleased to see so many of you here this evening. Our society was formed about 10 years ago, and this dinner has always been the most successful event of the year. We have with us this evening members from the North Staffordshire and the Nottingham Ulster Societies, and on behalf of the Derbyshire Society I would like to say how pleased we are to have you in our midst. Although we are very happy here in the land of our adoption, Ulster still holds a very special place in our hearts, and we are never tired of being told more about Ulster as it is today. Great strides have been made over the last few years, and now a new city is being built and also a new university. We are honoured to have with us this evening a very distinguished Ulsterman, and on your behalf I would like to welcome Sir Knox and Lady Cunningham to Derby, and to say what a great pleasure it is to have them with us this evening. Sir Knox, who is a QC, has been MP for South Antrim since 1955 and is a very well-known figure at Westminster and held an important post in the last government. He was, amongst other things, a United Kingdom delegate to the Council of Europe and Western European Union from 1956 to 59. I am sure you frequently read accounts of his speeches in Parliament, and I'm sure he is known also to a lot of you through his letters to the press. Outside Parliament he is closely associated with the work of the YMCA and has done a lot for this organisation. I could go on at some length, but Sir Knox needs no introduction from me, and I know how much you're looking forward to hearing him speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to raise your glasses and drink the toast to Ulster, associated with the name of Sir Knox Cunningham. Drink the toast to Ulster, associated with the name of Sir Knox Cunningham. Sir Knox, but as I say, he needs no introduction from me, and I know how much you're looking forward to hearing him speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to raise your glasses and drink the toast to Ulster, coupled with the name of Sir Knox Cunningham.